Bush Lake, located on the west side of Bloomington, is considered a gem of the metro area. The lake is home to several species of fish, a clean, safe beach environment, and newly reconstructed trail systems spanning 3/4 of the lake. But with the spread of 2 invasive aquatic species, city water specialists like Brian Greedle are on alert and carefully monitoring our lakes.
In Bush Lake we have Eurasian Watermilfoil and curly-leaf pondweed both identified, both invasive species. And milfoil was first identified in Bush Lake in 1990 and curly-leaf soon thereafter.
Invasive aquatic plants are introduced plants, meaning they did not originate in that area. They were brought in somehow, whether it be through human, Mother Nature, or an animal. They have adapted to living in, on, or next to the water and can grow both fully or partially submerged. When just trolling the shores of Bush Lake, Greedle found an invasive plant.
This is the Eurasian Milfoil, and the best way to identify it is by pulling a leaflet off, and you count the leaflets, 1, 2, 3, and if there's 11 or more, then it's Eurasian Watermilfoil. A lot of times milfoil will be growing just along the bottom of the lake like this, and it shoots out different roots from underneath. So when you pull it up, there would be a bunch of roots hanging from underneath, and that's kind of how it spreads.
Greedle says that only by carefully monitoring infested lakes can the growth levels be determined.
We want to have a diverse native plant population in order to help stabilize the sediments and also provide a food source for wildlife. And when the invasives come in, they have a tendency to outcompete and basically drown out the native species, and then in turn we end up with just a couple species of plants in the lake.
Tests are performed on area lakes and ponds by the city's water resource specialist during the summer months, looking for not only invasive vegetation, but oxygen levels, water quality, and depth and clarity readings.
So this is what they call a Secchi disc, and we use it to measure water clarity. And so you lower it into the water until you can't see it anymore, and then pull it up so it's just barely visible, and then we measure the depth of the water clarity. And so just lower it into the water. And we're already on the bottom here. It's not quite deep enough. So the water depth was approximately right here. And so being that each one of the little orange marks on the rope represents about 3 feet, we're sitting at, right now it's about 7.5 feet.